Hi again, it's Dr. Chad, and today in How Not to Visualize Data, we have a contribution from Reddit's Data is Ugly forum, your #1 place to look for ways not to visualize data. So one of the guiding principles of data viz is that they need to be self-contained. That is to say, you should be able to learn everything you need to learn from a graph without any other explanation. This is especially true in the social media world where people post these types of graphs as ways to get you to click an article. If we take a look at this graph, it is, well, not self-contained. This graph appears to look at fertility rates across different countries over time. You have 10 countries over what appears to be about 100 years. The labels are a great mix of inaccurate, misplaced, and absent, so we'll go through them one at a time. The x-axis is labeled fertility rate, but unless the fertility rate is increasing by 20 every few clicks starting at 1940 and going to 2020, guessing that's an error, it's actually the year, while the y-axis is the actual fertility rate it says it measures. This brings up the question of, if that is fertility rate, then how do we measure this fertility rate concept? Maybe fertility experts have this somewhere easily accessible, but I'll be honest, I'm a PhD in political science. I don't have a clue what that's going to be. Is it 7 kids here per couple? Is it 7 per person? 7 kids per 1,000 people? I mean, okay, it's probably not that, but I'm guessing it's like per person because that's where the values end at, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure, and it's the graph's job to tell me. I shouldn't just have to know this. So the x-axis is mislabeled, the y-axis is missing entirely, and maybe worst of all, there's no title. The title is a chance for you to tell your readers what they should learn here. Maybe its fertility rate has dropped across countries over time, or China's fertility rate spiked in the early 60s and dropped significantly, maybe due to a one-child policy or something like that. India's fertility rate has dropped over time but remains among the highest. Whatever it is, the title is your best chance to communicate with the reader, and this data viz chooses not to do that. So, the moral of the story: label your graphs, label your axes, give it a descriptive title, make sure you're using all the tools at your disposal to make it abundantly clear to the reader what you want them to learn. Stop focusing only on the lines, bars, pies, Sankey charts, whatever. Focus clearly communicating with your readers. That's all for today. We'll see you next time.